Those two seem to have pretty good chemistry already.
Did you guys just see what I saw? Because oh my god, that was so smooth that I literally got up off my chair when I watched this game. It was that good. But we should have all known this about Ace Bailey. A lot of people were talking bad about him before the draft because he had issues with his agent. He didn't want to work out for any teams because he thought that he was so good apparently. But you know, he's moved on from all this stuff. And I could truly tell that he enjoys being with the Utah Jazz. And I think that the Jazz have a very dangerous player because the way he moves off the ball is one of the craziest things that I've seen in a while. And well, my job in today's video is to show you how good he is off the ball and how smart of a player he is, because just recently he hooped against the Houston Rockets in the NBA preseason and dropped 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Guys, it's only the preseason and I'm overreacting. I know I am, but it's for a valid reason. But let me break down all the schemes that the Jazz put in place so that Ace Bailey could actually play well on their roster. And well, what they do is that they set a lot of off-ball screens and with one player. His name is Jusuf Nurkic. So Nurkic over here sets an off-ball screen for Ace Bailey to come off of, and this gives him room to go inside. And you could see Alperen Sengun is playing drop coverage. That is very bad for a player like Ace Bailey, who enjoys that mid-range area, and he pulls up, doesn't even think about it, and drains it. I'm officially a fan of the Utah Jazz. I love the way that they run their off-ball offense. Look at Ace Bailey. He's sitting in the corner, and when they don't have offense, once again, they go to that Nurkic off-ball screen. Ace Bailey comes off the screen, goes into that mid-range area, pulls up again, and knocks it down. You can see Ace Bailey is a very good mid-range player, but why does he like the mid-range so much? Well, it's because his favorite player is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is good at a lot of things. He could shoot the three-pointer, he could play defense, he could cross you over. But one of KD's biggest strengths is shooting the mid-range, and that's what Ace Bailey adopted. And in fact, in this game, Ace Bailey was faced against Kevin Durant, and he did talk a lot of trash, I can't lie. This is what KD had to say when Ace Bailey was talking trash.
Statement to the young fella.
So KD will walk his way to the free throw line. The Rockets are excited.
He really said, you're brand new here, man. Sit your down, man. But in all fairness, Ace Bailey was giving the Houston Rockets some work, and well, the dominance just begins, because over here the Jazz do the same exact thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, because Ace Bailey doesn't know what he's gonna do right now. But Jusuf Nurkic, it's like, yo bro, I'm gonna set you an off-ball screen, run around that off-ball screen, and he gets a wide open three-point look. Although he doesn't make that shot, that's not what matters. It's about that look, because he's gonna get that ball right back and shoot the mid-range. But he's gonna make more of those open three-pointers during the season. But guys, I've watched so much film on rookies, and there's one thing that separates them, and it's purely off-ball movement. And Ace Bailey has this on lock, because over here, instead of sitting in the corner like myself in the rec league, he moves. And what he does is that he acts like he's gonna go drive inside the baseline. Jabari Smith follows him, but Jabari Smith is wrong, because Ace Bailey goes right back out to that three-point line, catches the ball, and shoots it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you need out of a rookie that knows that if he masters off-ball movement, he's going to be very useful during the season, and he's already playing very good off the ball. But guys, a crazy stat just came out that may shock you guys. All right, there's a list of NBA GMs who voted which rookie was the biggest steal of the draft, and well, at number 1 is the Miami Heat's rookie. He's also playing very good, but at number 2 tied is Ace Bailey for the biggest steal in the NBA draft, and at number 5 you're getting pretty good value. I can't lie, the Jazz got a steal. But on the topic of steal, we have to talk about how good he is on the defensive side of the game, and there's also a lot more that I haven't told you about. Before we get into Ace Bailey, quick shout out to Sleeper, the best way to stay locked into the game. On Sleeper Picks, you can choose more or less on stats for your favorite players, points, boards, assists, whatever you want, and win up to 100x your entry. It takes like 30 seconds to set up a lineup, and you can even play live while watching. Download Sleeper, use code MUVSY, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100, guys. So don't miss out, the link is in my description. But now back to Ace Bailey, because he did a couple of crazy things in the game that just made me chuckle. Over here, he's taking the ball down in transition. He has a 2v1 against Jabari Smith Jr., and he's like, you know, instead of passing it to the guy who's going to be wide open in the paint, he has the confidence to shoot a three-pointer in transition, and he nails it. This guy has so much confidence, and that's what you love to see from a rookie. But another thing I love to see from Ace Bailey is decision making, and he has perfect decision making in my opinion right now. Because here, when he gets yet another off-ball screen from Jusuf Nurkic, he gets the ball and he's completely wide open in that three-point area. You're thinking that, yeah, he's gonna shoot that three, but you're completely wrong, because he knows that if he goes inside of the paint, he could attract 2 defenders and then kick it to Jusuf Nurkic for an easy layup. This is what we like to call using your gravity to your advantage. He knows that he's so hot in this game that if he does anything, he's gonna get double teamed and other people are gonna get open. I also like what Ace Bailey showed on the defensive side of the floor. Over here, KD was bringing the ball up, he got a screen, but Ace Bailey is so focused on that dump off to Sengun to the point that he reads it to perfection, grabs the steal, and there you have it. He's running the ball down in transition and gets an easy bucket. One thing that a lot of us fans don't realize is that to be a good rookie, you need to be a good defender, because when you're getting steals, it leads to easy transition buckets, and that's how a lot of rookies do well and stay on the court in the first place. Look at people like Colin Murray Boyles right now for the Toronto Raptors. The reason why he's playing so well is because he's a great defender. He gets a lot of steals, which leads to a lot of transition buckets. That's why he's doing so well. Another reason why he's doing so well is because of his elite footwork. He could plant that left foot, spin off of it, and then pull up and nail a crazy spinning mid-range shot like it's easy. That's probably one of the hardest shots you could do as a rookie and make it look that easy. But let's be real, ladies and gentlemen, when we think of the name Ace Bailey, we think of a guy that's going to take those contested shots, you know, bad shot selection, and this is a very bad way of looking at Ace Bailey, in my opinion, because in the NBA, it's a completely different story. He grabs the ball in the left corner over here, and he doesn't take a contested three. Instead, he knows that the defender is closing out to stop that three-point shot, so he just sprints right by the defender, and it's an easy bucket for him. I'm not really overreacting to these highlights too much. I'm just trying to understand the more important things that you need to be a good player in this league, and he really does have it. I can't lie to you. And after Ace Bailey played the Houston Rockets, Kevin Durant had a lot of good things to say about Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey's been pretty open about how you were his favorite player growing up, and you've spoken about him too, but to see what he did tonight, 25 points, what do you think about the rookie?
Dynamic player. I think he's going to be a hell of a player. I love the coaching staff that he's with. I love that he got drafted to Utah. They got a good developmental program over there that I'm looking forward to seeing how he progresses. So I'm expecting a big year from him and a big career from him, and tonight he showed what he could do.
When a player like Kevin Durant is talking about you in that light, it's an awesome thing, and it's a very good thing for Jazz fans to look forward to going down the line, because Ace Bailey is not a player who's gonna sit down and take the trash talk. He's gonna trash talk you in a preseason game, even though he's a rookie. But in the comment section, let me know, is Ace Bailey a steal? And let's see if anyone could predict his points, rebounds, and assists next year for the Utah Jazz. And if you enjoyed today's video, just do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're almost at 30k subs, and I can't even believe myself. We're almost at 30k subs. I think I'm gonna pass out. See you guys.